What's going on, tubes? It is Thursday, and like I said, as far as the weather, it's didn't got shitty. Look, it's raining. You can tell, but there ain't much going on here. Not really no subject to talk about today, which is kind of shocking. As far as the follow-up to yesterday's video, the story that I was going to tell was that me and my best friend, who, he passed away back in 2007, we were standing on his front porch, and we were just fooling around, taking the flashlight and just flashing it off and on, off and on, off and on, just being stupid. And all of a sudden we seen like this orb type object. It was kind of low, very quiet, didn't really make any kind of noise, but you could see like a silhouette of like this oval type shaped orb, and we were like, well, hey, what the hell, let's flash it. So we flashed it. Obviously the flashlight was off, so off on. Well, as soon as we got done doing it like 5 or 6 times, it flashed us back, and it ended up being a freaking blimp. Yeah, a blimp. But that was just obvious. That's what it was. As far as the object I seen yesterday, like I said, I've never seen such a thing, and I'm 34 years old, and I've never seen nothing like that. And you would think that maybe, okay, well, what if somebody was burning something and it flew up or whatever? Well, I mean, it did fly, but it spun and twisted and turned, and anything that normally burns falls apart. This really wasn't falling apart. So I don't know. I know the only other thing that I could think of to talk about is vehicle maintenance. We got a lot of customers that come in and they bring their stuff in all the time or whatever. It needs to be serviced. As far as, I'm not talking like an oil change or something like that. I'm talking about like constantly overheating, or they need brakes, or they've got wheel bearings that's going bad, or anything you can think of. And this particular person had a rear end or whatever in an F-150, and the rear end started making noise. So one of our guys tore it apart, and he had one hell of a time trying to get it back together because certain pieces didn't want to fit properly. And it wasn't there was anything wrong with the parts, because we tried more than one and it still didn't work. But he ended up getting everything, and all is well. The point of the matter is that you would think that if this particular person had managed it more, maintained it better, it maybe wouldn't have happened. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying that rear ends don't start whining and start making all kinds of noise, or the teeth on the gears don't break. I'm not saying none of that. I'm saying, like, check your fluids. If you don't know how, take it to someone who does. If you take it to someone who supposedly does, and they end up tearing stuff out and putting the stuff back but not putting the stuff back properly, well, not only have you paid somebody that digs you over, he's also paid for parts that are now broken. And oftentimes parts that are warranted, well, let's use like Advance Auto Parts, for example. Usually they only give you like a mediocre warranty on certain items. Some things they'll give you like a limited lifetime or a lifetime warranty. And you know, I'm not gonna get all into definitions of those because that's gonna take a few minutes. But the point being is that if you take it to a dealership and the technician there puts their product in it, and that technician, being that he's certified for that particular vehicle or brand, and they put it in, the parts are pretty much warranted as long as that, you know, you keep it serviced. Well, anyway, all is well with that. All is taken care of. Everybody's happy. Let me think. If I can think of anything else that can be discussed or whatever. I'm not coming to anything at this point in time, but if I do, I'll come back. So guys, I don't have anything to talk about, and you know, it's just terrible outside, and it may be the same way tomorrow. It happens. Yeah, it's just nothing really to talk about, and I hate it because I like talking. But anyway, until tomorrow, stay groovy.